How you doing, Roger? Lisa, can you hear the video? Is anybody out there? Hey, Lisa, I'm doing good. How are you? Are you hearing me okay? I had an ideal here, but I'm trying to share this video, but it's not working out too well. Yeah, everything's a learning experience, I guess. How you doing, Adam? How's everything going tonight? I hope y'all are doing all right. I'm going to try this again. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this video. How you doing, Rodney? Hello, Miss Ellen. How are you this evening? Hope everybody's doing all right. Trying to run this video, but it's not working out right. I'm not sure what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Whew, that was an exciting little trip there. All is well. Took off today. I gotta take these off. We're gonna try this. I had an idea to get this video started, or tonight's live stream, and oh, you Texas Steve. I need to get his number. Yeah. I've shared it. Let's see. I just can't get the audio to work on it. I'm not real sure what is up with that. I know I can. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put my hat on. That's all right. We're going to go hatless tonight. My hair is all lovely looking, I'm quite sure.
Oh, man.
Can y'all hear that? I know you can see it.
That just craps me. Stupid people, stupid thing. What am I going to do?
I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Isn't it frustrating when somebody gives you a bad rating and you don't know why? It just makes you just want to scream. That's what we're going to talk about today, and what might help, but who knows what'll help. Who knows how to make somebody happy that you don't even get an opportunity to address. And you can't even find out what it is that you did wrong. Are they mad at you? Or are they mad at DoorDash? Or whatever app you're using? Or whatever company you're working for? The sad thing is, they don't see Brandon. They see DoorDash. Yeah. Not hardly fair, is it? Let's talk about that today. Dasher Ratings Explained. As a Dasher, you'll receive ratings that help you track your performance on the platform. Ratings are calculated on a rolling basis, so as you dash, ratings from the past deliveries will be replaced by ratings from more recent deliveries. Customers rate their food and their dashers separately, so your rating should only reflect the customer's delivery experience. Ratings determine if you're eligible to dash and can also help you qualify for special programs and incentives. I believe they're talking about the Top Dasher program. What I was mainly talking about today is the customer ratings. So let's scroll on down here. Customer ratings, overall customer ratings is a score from 1 to 5 calculated from the 100 most recent ratings submitted by customers on their deliveries, not food experience. This is called a rolling average because the scores replace old scores, allowing dashers to improve their ratings by fleshing out older, lower scores with newer, higher scores as they become more experienced. This means that even if you drop below the perfect 5, you can get back up to 5 if you continue to earn enough perfect scores. Y'all can read all this. I'll put a link down in the description and the show notes. And you can read all this. But what I was mainly looking at was, how do I improve my average customer ratings? Well, it says consumer ratings, but it's customer ratings. We can share a number of tips that could help you improve your ratings, but do work for you. You know, if y'all will look at that sentence, pay attention to that right there. Let's reread this. We can share a number of tips that could help you improve your ratings, but do work best for you. Does that make sense? Basically, I think they're just going to share some tips here. We encourage you to test different things to see what fits you. Here are a few tips we've seen high-quality dashers use to maintain a high customer rating. Ask a merchant to confirm all order items are included, but do not open the sealed bags. Use a hot bag to deliver meals at the expected temperature to see customers. Separate hot and cold items during transport so they don't impact one another. Note and follow the merchant's pickup instructions and customer's delivery instructions. Keep the customer updated. Customers always appreciate a heads up when you're running a few minutes late or if any clarification is needed for the order. Don't y'all just love how they write this stuff? See, where would that go? See, little C there, right there? Little C customers? A little typo right there. Plus that sentence up there, man, that just kind of throws me off. And another thing, and I'm not just picking on DoorDash, but this, they're supposed to be a high-tech company. Separate hot and cold items during transport so they don't impact one another. Should that not be separate hot and cold items during transport so they do not impact one another? Now, people like me and you maybe, if you're not so professional, if you're not a professional writer, that makes perfectly good sense right there. But if you're a high-tech company, should that not be does not impact instead of don't? They're taking a shortcut there. And I think that's one of the problems with DoorDash is they take shortcuts and they don't even realize what they're doing. Obviously they don't proofread stuff. Anyway, I'm not here to knock their writing skills or anything like that because Lord knows I don't have any. What I'm here for is to discuss this ratings. You know, this consumer rating / customer rating, and what we can and can't do to help that. Now, I don't claim to have the answers, but hopefully, with your input, we might all learn something. So, let's get into the live now. All right. I guess we finished, didn't we? I could hear it echoing from the headphones over here, and I'm going to switch this out and jump on where I can actually see. Hey, there I am. I see myself. So, how is everybody doing? I moved the big monitor over here so I wouldn't be having to look over here, and my eyes are going all different directions. But hopefully it works out. That look, it looks really big on a big monitor. I'm sitting there looking at myself, man. I should have shaved a little better. So, Miss Lost on the Land, and Miss Rideshare Lisa. Who else? Jerry and Rodney, Adam. Hope everybody's doing well, and Ellen is in the house. So, have y'all ever had issues with the ratings, on DoorDash, the customer ratings? I'm looked out of focus. Let's see. I don't know. It looks out of focus on this monitor. It looks okay on that monitor, but that's all right. I've got my camera set up on autofocus. $2,000 webcam. Anyhow, I'm sitting here talking to myself because y'all ain't talking. What is going on? Are y'all having a party over there somewhere without me? It looks like I've texted a bunch and nothing's coming through. Did I close out the live? I'm still here, aren't I? Okay. Yep. All right. We got a text. Let's see. Yep. I got one today, and both my orders were from McDonald's and leave it to order. Were you talking about a bad rating? She got, and from what we have read, it's a rolling thing. So I guess if you get a bad rating, then you have to get so many good ratings before that one rolls off. Or just getting a rating, period, I guess. Hey, you doing runs out? Rolling 100, yeah. The bad thing is we ordered DoorDash. We was going to try something to see how well it worked. We was going to, because we live outside Wichita Falls, and I ordered something on DoorDash for the first time, kind of see how the app worked too. But I thought, well, I can leave her a good rating, and that'll give a good rating. She'll wound up not even getting that dash. Somebody else got it. But I guess somebody has to leave a rating before it rolls, if that makes sense. So if nobody's giving you ratings, that low 4.7 or whatever it is still there. I don't have an issue with my customer ratings. I got an issue with my acceptance rating. It's awful. We are live. Where are you? I was going to send Emily a text, see where she's at. That's how it works on Instacart. How you doing, Middleton Technologies? Like that background. Well, thank you. I have the lens set up to where it's focusing on me, so everything back here is kind of all out of focus, but you can kind of get an idea. I need to do something different sooner or later. Hey, I appreciate that, Ron's out. You know, I don't know. I got my mic over here. Yeah, that's my mic in the frame. We'll scoot that over just a little bit. Yeah, I don't have one of them big mics like Pedro and a couple of other folks out there. I just got a little one, but it works and it didn't cost me a thing. I'm glad to see you in the house here, Gary. I knew you had made a live a while back and hadn't seen you in here, but thank you for being with us. And everybody else. But these ratings, from what I've read today, apparently you can still schedule until you drop down to 4.6 or 4.7, and you can still schedule the whatever program it is where you can still schedule out. Yeah, animals got to be. Well, you know what they say. Anyhow, on ratings on the DoorDash app, my girlfriend got a bad rating, and because it's coming up the end of the month, she's not going to have enough time. But you can't get your ratings to go up unless somebody leaves a rating on you, unless they give you a positive rating. Because if somebody leaves you a 1-star rating, then you have to have a 5-star or something to make that one drop off after the 100. It's a rolling thing, and I don't really agree with how that works because, and she was really upset the other day, and I felt bad. And I understand, and to a lot of people, they take it personal. Gary says DoorDash, you can always schedule until you're deactivated, even with a bad rating. But you are correct; it is 100 rolling. Well, here's the thing, Gary. In our market, you can't. Because there's so many. Oh, Emily says she'll be headed that way shortly. She's out dashing and dancing and prancing, I reckon. She's out making that money, honey, like Gig Mom says. But anyway, around here, it is so saturated. You can see the top of my monitor right there, can't you? But it's so saturated that I don't like that. Oh, well. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But I can get on DoorDash and let's see. If I get on DoorDash and hit, I don't want to update. I want to hit schedule. And see, this is what I get. Vernon, which is a small town, and then there's Bowie, and I can go to the 30th and nothing. I'll go all the way to Wednesday, and that's what I get. Because my ratings are really low, but in the majority of places, you're right, you can still schedule out. You know, you may not get the schedule you want, but you can still get scheduled. Luckily, in her case, she is still available or still scheduling program. There's a program. It's not the Top Dasher. It's one right below that. But you can still schedule up to 6 days out. So she can still do that. And hopefully she'll get a better rating. But it's a very emotional and very stressful for some folks. And that's this DoorDashing and stuff is her secondary. She works a full-time W-2 job, but she really enjoys this, And she is the type of person that everything counts. If she's going to do something, she wants it to be right and she wants to be the best she can at it. And that means, unfortunately, taking some of the orders that I want. How you doing, Miss Susan? Oh yeah, it's very saturated. You can't get on. And we have an Air Force base here, and they actually added that kind of like a separate little market. You can schedule in your market, Susan. Well, as you just saw, I can't. But my acceptance rating is, oh man, what is it? 21%. Y'all can see that. I had the 4.9 customer rating, but 21% rating kind of blows the top dasher right out of the water. But that's okay because I have multiple apps. But what I'm saying is, it's to some people, it's really mentally stressful. And I don't know that Grubhub and Gary, you may know this. Grubhub and some of the others may. Uber Eats. I know they have customer ratings, but I've never had that affect my ability because you don't have to schedule with those. You can schedule blocks on Grubhub. You heard the 16%. Well, mine's up, believe it or not. And I'm really hoping she gets here soon because she has an idea on something, and I think other people may share that idea too. I'm gonna wait till she gets here to talk about that, but we're gonna have to dock her pay for this first half hour, aren't we? But yeah, I wish there was a way to where we could do something about that rating for customer rating. And that's what I've tried to explain to her. And if y'all take it personal and y'all get upset about it too, just remember those $2.50 orders I wouldn't take, but if you're going to take them, you're probably safe on those. But if you're taking like 3 or 350 orders, odds are that order has been sitting on the shelf for a while, and that customer's already mad. And when you go to deliver that, you are not you. You are DoorDash. And they're going to blame you. Even though you just got that order, you went straight up there and picked it up, and you did everything right. You might even put stickers on the bags and notified them you was on your way and all that, and did everything that they say you should do. But that customer could care less because they're already mad. And they're paying high fees. So I kind of get it. But just remember, don't take it personal because there's nothing you can do about it if you're doing your job. If you're really screwing up, then you deserve a bad rating. If you sit it down in a puddle of water because it's been raining, that's on you. I'd give you a bad rating too. Oh, Gary says ratings really only affect part-time drivers. To be honest, most full-time drivers will roll through 100 ratings quickly. Yes, but you get people that really take it personal. And that's why I was kind of wanting to make this is not really what I had in mind for tonight's video. But when you see somebody's feelings get hurt over something, and there's got to be other people out there. And I just want to say, you can't control what other people rate you at. You can control what you do and know in your heart and your mind that you're doing the right thing. But like I said, if that customer's already mad, they're not looking at you. They're looking at DoorDash. Your name is DoorDash, or as I like to call it, Door Trash. I occasionally get to do DoorDash, but not very often. Spark is kind of my was that word forte? It's kind of my cup of tea. I enjoy Spark. I had heard, I don't want to get off on Spark because this is about DoorDash, but I heard a while back that Spark was having issues with their apps or their system, and they wasn't getting the shopping delivery orders processed. I hope they're not doing away with those because man, that I love those shopping deliveries. Gary, I don't look at the ratings as a full-time driver because it is out of my control. Exactly. I get asked all the time what my ratings are, and my reply is I'm still able to deliver. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing is multi-app. But in her situation, she's like I said a while ago, she works full time. Luckily, she gets to work from home. I guess I don't know. You kind of miss that socializing thing, and spreading the gossip at work. But anyway, but for people like her, they only want to do one app, and I get it. But she did say if she wasn't going to be able to multi-app or do just DoorDash, she may have to start doing Spark. She didn't like Spark. Reason why she didn't like Spark is she don't like sitting around in a parking lot waiting on them to load the order. But I keep telling her, go ahead and accept that Spark order, and if it's 5:25, pickup time's 5:45. You got 20 minutes to go do a DoorDash or Uber Eats order or whatever. You don't necessarily have to sit, but it doesn't bother me to sit because usually when I sit, I'm doing something. And granted, it may not be making money at that moment, but it's research and studying on things, because I watch a lot of videos on building a YouTube channel and some different niches and things like that. And that was kind of why I did Monday night's video, because I don't want my channel to strictly be DoorDash and Uber Eats and Spark. I want it to be a helpful channel to just the average person. And some people, some people I've talked to said that they would like to start a YouTube channel, but they just really don't know how. And that's why I did that video the other night. And Pedro did a video, I believe it was released last night. It was kind of like a part 2 of mine. And it was kind of weird because I'd already released mine and I didn't know nothing about him doing his. And I'm sure he already had his done before he knew anything about mine. But I went ahead and linked his video to mine because I don't care if people watch somebody else's channel. I'm not in competition. We're all here to help each other is the way I look at it. If you're trying to compete with somebody, hey, go play football or play cards or get a pool game going or something. But this is life, this is the real thing. We're out here to try to make some money. And if I have, here's an example. There used to be a store here called Best, not Best Buy, but it was Best Products. And they were a retail store, but they had sporting goods too. And I worked in the sporting goods area. And this is back when they had a Gibson's. If y'all know what Gibson's is, it's a thrift store, so to speak. They had a sporting goods store too. If I was out of something, I sent them next door. I didn't say, oh, we'll have a truck in tomorrow. Because most of the time people want the information and they want the product then. They don't want to wait till tomorrow. So if I know of somebody that's done a video of something that somebody wants to know, it doesn't bother me at all to send them over to that other channel. Because we're all here to help each other and get along. Get back in here. Right here, Lisa. Okay, what did I miss? That's your bread and butter. Yeah, Spark is. I really like Spark. And one of the ladies that delivered a lot of DoorDash and stuff like that here in Wichita Falls, told me about Spark. And every time I see her, I thank her for it. And if she watches this, she'll know who she is because she's the one that told me about it. Gary says, right here, Lisa, yeah, I have been doing more Spark lately as well. This weekend, they are doing a 200 or 10 deliveries guaranteed in my market. So I am taking 1 to 5 mile deliveries, definitely. I haven't seen any of those bonuses or what do they call them on Uber Eats. Anyway, I don't see any of that anymore. I used to see a lot of it here, but apparently they don't have anything anymore. Incentive programs, is that where you'd look? See, all mine says is, you can see that. Well, you can't see it. Well, it says coming soon. So I don't know. But yeah, I wish they would have that kind of incentive program here. Lisa said, Gary, everyone is seeing incentives, but I haven't seen anything for this weekend. Yeah, I've never seen anything around here. There's a lot of work to create a YouTube channel. Well, if you want to make money off of it. Right here, Lisa, probably because you do so many already. I do Spark only during good incentives, or typically I do one day. How you doing, Ratliff family? Maybe your grandpa. I haven't seen anything either. I don't know what the deal is with those incentives. I guess maybe they have enough drivers and they know they don't have to do that. I don't know. You know, I got tickled the other day. One of the Facebook groups here in Wichita Falls, and if anybody watches it, don't take this personal. I'm not putting any names out there, but somebody had shared a video I had done on Walmart Spark, and then somebody commented below like that and said, "No wonder there's a waiting list for Walmart Spark." And I'm thinking, I am nobody. Me having a video on Walmart Spark should not have any effects on the ability to get on Walmart Spark. Because be honest with you, I bet there's not 2 or 3 people in Wichita Falls that watches my videos. I know of 2. And sometimes 3. But it's not like I'm a big popular. It made me think, oh yeah, I can control that. And I'm not trying to control anything, and I'm not trying to step on any toes. And what it made me feel like is I had found a fishing hole, and I was telling everybody about it. You know, that's silly. Now, I'm not going to, if I did have a fishing hole, I'm not going to run over here to Walmart and stand out front and blurt out where my fishing hole is. But if you live up in Indiana or Illinois, you could care less where my fishing hole is. You know, every market's different, and that many people watching in your area. Good to see you too, Ratliff family. How you doing, Baxter's Batch? Hello, this is Sabrina from San Antonio. I'm delivering now. Get a San Antonio Rose. You the man, Grandpa. I'm the old man. But yeah, I don't know. I don't spread stuff around that. But what I was talking about that group, I got removed from that group. And I was told that group got shut down or somebody closed it. So I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to tell every little thing. We all know that. You know things that you got to keep some. You know, it's like that George Strait song. You got to keep an ace in the hole. You know, but share as much as you possibly can to help everybody. Man, if somebody can make a few extra dollars, then by golly, I'm going to tell them about it. I'm not going to cut my own hand or cut my own throat, but I'm going to share the knowledge if I have any worth sharing. The Driven Dad, how you doing, Tony? I watched your video today. What was that? It was renttesla.com, something like that. Man, I was thinking about that, and I think you had said something about it being like $356 a week or something to that effect. And I filled up with gas yesterday. $75. I get 15 and a half miles to the gallon. But even at that, I probably spend right at $200 a week. Well, probably not that much. Probably $150 a week on gas. But I don't know. But I sure look good driving that Tesla, though. Or letting it chauffeur me around, put it on that autopilot. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. My girlfriend's Nissan Rogue has that, driving assist? And when you start to go up behind somebody, it feels like she's putting on the brakes. It automatically slows down. And then it starts beeping when you get close to the line. That thing makes all kinds of racket. I try to watch as many of y'all's videos out there as I can. But my problem is on the Teslas. The Tesla that I like, wouldn't you know, it would be the expensive one. Because some of those Teslas that I've seen around Wichita Falls, they kind of have a round roof on them, almost like a spread out Volkswagen. And I'm not real, that's just not me. I guess you'd have plenty of headroom though, but I like those. Man, I've seen a couple of sporty looking ones, and I looked them up online, and I don't remember what model it was, but they was like $85,000 to $100,000. I'm like, ooh. But as technology comes about, prices will go down. It probably not in my lifetime, I don't think. But I think 25, 30 years down the road, well, I may still be alive, but I probably won't be driving. Well, I don't know. If they have the auto driving, I could just get in and tell it where to go. Anyhow, someday I think those cars will be affordable for more people. So, hey, doing, Earl? You driving a Toyota Corolla? I had a Toyota Camry. I wound up having to get rid of that. You'll make the Tesla look better. Well, I don't know if that'll make it. I'll make it look better, but it'd make me look better. But that was something that me and my girlfriend was talking about a while back. Is do you think? And this is a question for everybody, and it's way off topic, sort of. We're talking about Teslas right now. Do you think that people that might have had a cash tip see what you're driving and decide that you don't need that cash tip and they put it back in their pocket? I mean, if you was driving a 74 Pinto that was a little rusted out, they might have handed you a $20 tip. But if you're driving a Tesla or something, do you think they're still going to give you that same cash tip? I don't know. I'm just kind of curious what y'all think. Me personally, if I was going to give somebody a cash tip, I'm going to give them a cash tip. I don't care what they're driving. They put forth the effort. They deserve it. Well, my way of thinking. But what do y'all think people might hold back tips on the kind of car if you drive too nice of a car? Oh, Grimdad. Tony says, yeah, I like that. Is it the Model X, the sporty looking one? It was sharp, man. I like that car. 25 to 30 will be look back at the Stone Age again. Yeah. Maybe at Flintstone in it, have them old pedal cars or pushing them with our feet back on horses and wagons. But you know, the cost of hay, I I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty high. I heard some people talking about it, and it costs quite a bit to feed a horse. So I don't know. Not to mention all the other little things that come with them. Oh, you know, speaking of par, I Gig Lebowski, I don't know if it was his last video, but I watched a video earlier today with Gig Lebowski, and he said that it might have been a short he did. Actually, I think it was a short, talking about par was back up. I've never used, I think I used par, I installed it back when it first came out, and I wound up uninstalling it because I didn't quite grasp the need of it, but I don't know. Way I look on as far as like hidden tips and what a true payout is, I'm only going to take the orders that if it shows up on my phone at 650 and it's for 2 miles, I'm taking it. I don't care if it's got a $3 hidden tip on it or a $2 hidden tip. It makes me no difference. I'd have took it anyway. Hidden tips are just a bonus. Now, if it's like we was talking about earlier on these ratings, if it's $3.50 or $4, there's a real good chance that somebody's already going to be mad on that order because it's been sitting for a while. So they're probably going to give you a bad rating. So I don't take those. Earl says, drive the worst looking car and get more tips. It could be. Maybe we all need to get like 70 model Pintos. I had a friend. Well, it was my dad's friend. He worked with my dad. He put, what was it, a 302? I think it was a 302 or something like that. V8 in a Ford Pinto. And when they put the big blower on it, and it was a hot rod car. They made a dragster out of it, but it was pretty cool looking. Red Flintstone, that's right. I wish they had cartoons like that again. I watch cartoons every once in a while, and they ain't nothing like the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Man, what about 650 for 6 miles? Maybe it's 26. I missed something. They talking about tips. They shouldn't think that I go to nice houses all day and they leave crappy tips. You know, I've noticed usually in my market, the lower income housing to the not middle class, but the low to middle class, low class to low, what would you call it? Almost up to middle class. They leave a lot better tips than these $500,000 houses do. And I don't understand that. You know, if you got the money, share it. I would. Y'all can dang well bet if I won the lotto, nobody would know, but it wouldn't bother me one bit. I'd be tipping people 20 or $30 to bring me a cheeseburger. You know, if you got it, why not? You can't take it with you. Oh, Earl, I think that might be true back in the day when people tipped cash, but now most tips are done ahead of time. Yeah. Hidden tips pushes to 26. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah. I don't know it. Oh, I get it. I get it. 650 for 6 miles, maybe it's 26. Yeah. What was that? Emily, my girlfriend, she got what do y'all call that? A unicorn? The order wasn't a unicorn. The tip was a unicorn. $100 bill. It was it was a bunch of guys I guess they was having some kind of party. They'd ordered a bunch of chicken wings and stuff. One of them's going to give her a cash tip, and all they had was like a 5. And she said somebody in the living room hollered, say, "Here, give her this." And it was $100 bill. Could y'all imagine getting $100 cash tip? I've gotten a 20 or $25 cash tip. That's the most I've ever gotten. But yeah, I don't know. Man, she's just going to miss this life altogether. I guess maybe she didn't want to be part of it. I hope she ain't mad at me for something. I don't even remember what we was going to talk about with her on that earlier. But anyway, the thing is don't take these customer ratings too personal. Do what you can do, and she stopped for ice cream. Well, as long as she brings me some, that's okay. Maybe it's a banana. Man, a banana split. I don't need no banana split, but it sounds good. Lisa says my biggest cash tip during the pandemic was $40. Yeah, I don't know. I very seldom get cash tips, but when I do, they're from hard working class folks, and I don't quite get that one. It's crazy the way that works. I would have thought when I first started doing it, man, heck yeah, I wanted to go to the country club and deliver in that neighborhood. It's the rich neighborhood here. I don't know if they call them country clubs everywhere, but anyway, it's the old oil money, inheritance money, and what they call them, something kids. But anyway, I always wanted to deliver over there, and the more I delivered over there, the more I realized them folks are tight. They don't mind ordering stuff, but they're not going to give you anything extra. Maybe that's how they're keeping their money, but what good does it do? Earl, delivering all this food just wants me to eat more. I have noticed one thing since I've started doing this, and I really notice it when I go to apartments. And I've never been just totally buff and physical. Well, it was when I was about 19, but I was being a bricklayer helper, and if y'all have ever done any kind of work like that, you know that's a true workout. But anyway, I can deliver over at apartments now, and after I go up and down them flights of stairs twice, I'm like, deliver, and unless you hit the gym or do some exercising of some sort, and I've got to get into that, especially at the age I'm at, because the older you get, the harder it is on you. But you kind of get used to just delivering food. You jump out, you go pick it up, you go sit there on the porch, you jump back in the car, you drive around in the air conditioner, and it's not physically demanding. Sometimes it's mentally demanding, but not physically demanding. So maybe we ought to start a gig to, I don't know, physical fitness. But I'm not going to spearhead that one. I'm good at saying what to do, but doing it is a totally different thing. The country clubs in Denver tip well. I'm going to remember that because I want to get back up. Well, I've been to Denver a couple of times, but those was going through in a truck back when my dad drove a truck. But I want to get back up towards Red River, New Mexico, and go on up into Colorado. I loved it up there. Beautiful. That's later down the road. How many of y'all going to St. Louis in the end of July? Yeah, same here. I like motivation to work out myself. and eat healthy. I have start and stopped keto like 50 million times over the last 10 years. I don't I can't even pronounce keto. That's how foreign it is for me. I shouldn't eat the way I do because I was told by my doctor, my cancer doctor, that if you eat healthier, it's not going to prevent certain cancers, but it's going to help them. Is this camera going in and out? Maybe it's me moving. I bet that's what it is. But yeah, I have started eating more vegetables. I never really ate much on vegetables. I was a produce manager for 8 or 9 years, and I could pick the produce and I could sell the produce. I didn't much care for the produce, but I was raised on a farm. Well, we lived in town. My grandparents lived on the farm, but my dad drove a truck, so I spent a lot of time out at my grandparents'. So that's that. But fruit, man, I can eat the heck out of peaches and apricots and plums, watermelon, cantaloupe, mushmelon. But I have tried to start eating green beans and peas. I still don't like them. But if you put them in something, like if you put them in a hamburger helper or something like that, where you can't really see them, I don't know if they're, I don't know. At least you can say you eat your veggies. Gary, your Fitbit keeping you active. Yeah. We all, well, I don't say we all. Some of y'all are in some pretty good shape. I've seen some of y'all's videos, and y'all don't have all this and all this belly down here. Y'all are in pretty good shape, and try to maintain that if you can, because like I said, the older you get, the harder it is, and it's just like y'all's parents probably told you, enjoy your youth because time goes by faster, and they wasn't lying. It gets to flying. And if y'all think it's going by fast and you're just in your 30s and 40s, where do you get in your 50s? And I'm looking at 60s now. And I don't know if I can keep up. But enjoy life. Take your time. And if you can exercise, get out there and just walk. I really need to get back into hiking. I love hiking and exploring and videoing that stuff. But man, it's been so hot, and then I've had a couple of years where financially it's wasn't possible. But well, maybe this fall and get back out there some more. Been doing a little fishing here and there, enjoying it, kind of getting it back in my blood. So I'm ready to go again. Going to St. Louis, I asked everybody a while ago. I don't know who all, if anybody even answered if they was going to St. Louis, but we're going to stop along the way and might have to do a little exploring. That's for sure. I know there's a couple of places down that way, or not down, but over that way that I want to visit. Trying to cheat on steps. Oh, with those Fitbits? Is that those Fitbits? Is that those watches that you wear that count your steps and all that? Is that what those are? It tells you how much I know about it. I know some computer stuff and camera stuff, maybe a little bit, but all this healthy exercising equipment and Fitbits and all that, I really don't know nothing about it. I do know one thing though, and I'm not trying to sell y'all on these. Y'all, if y'all got funny shaped the inside of your ears, if y'all got funny shaped inside of your ears, man, I love these things. And look how they fit. They don't go in your ear, and you can still hear good what's going on around you. I use them all the time because I listen to some of y'all's videos while I'm driving around. And my phone don't get up loud enough with the air conditioning on and road noise going. And I've got, where are they at? I've got these Samsung, supposed to be fancy earbuds, but I don't like them. They fall out of my ears. So that's that. Anyhow, it's 9 o'clock nearly. Does anybody? Well, it's probably still daylight in some areas y'all are in. Hope everybody's enjoyed this little live tonight. And like I said, if you get a bad rating, don't take it personal. Just do what you can and move on. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. It matters what you know that you're doing. Rideshare Lisa says it's dark here. T-Ron, how you doing? You made it just in time. We got just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to jump out of here. I was supposed to mow the yard today. Well, it was just something that I thought I would do, but I didn't get to it. I went to doing Spark earlier, and it was doing pretty good, so I stayed with it as long as I could, and I thought I got to head to the house. Earl, it's 10 o'clock here. 9 o'clock here. So where you at, Earl? How you doing, Tommy? Glad y'all stopped by. It's 8:57 here. But did anybody answer the question about St. Louis? Yeah, Tommy being fashionably late. Well, he wants everybody to notice him walking in the door. I'm excited about. I'm really excited about getting out of town. It's been a while since I've gotten really out of town, like out of state, and I'm really looking forward to going to St. Louis. So, yeah, you're supposed to talk, aren't you, Gary? I think you're supposed to have a presentation. I think you and Steve, I believe. It was somebody else. What's that? Pedro said something the other day about who was supposed to going to talk. I knew you was going to talk, Gary, and I believe he said Steve, and there was a couple more people. And I think he got some sponsorships or something from that Solo. I'm going to have to check into that Solo. I haven't watched anything on that. Sarah Elizabeth, she's got a channel. Most of y'all know who she is. She did a video on that one a while back. I watched that one. That was the first I heard of it. I don't know if it's available in my market or not, but I really need to look into that and find out, because I don't know what their racket is. And, usually you're not going to get something for free, something. Maybe they're working on getting everything ironed out, and then where they can market it better. I don't know, but it's definitely be worth checking out. It's kind of like that gas app, or not gas app, Upside. I did a video on that last year. It was Get Upside Has a Downside, and a lot of people use that gas app. But at that time, in my area, it wasn't worth it. Not when I could get 10 cents off a gallon at Murphy's USA, Walmart. After you buy so many gallons, you get 10 cents off your next fill up. And the grocery stores have those deals. But now 7-Eleven has a heck of a deal. You can get like 7 or 8 cents back a gallon. And then if you join that 7-Eleven rewards or program or whatever it is, once every week or two, they send out, you get 20 cents off. So then you get 20 cents off from them, then take a picture of your receipt and do it on the Upside. And it actually can save quite a bit of money. I think I have like $26 in the last month. I'm going to let it build up and order a printer. Need a printer. I'm supposed to ramble on about my apps, I guess. And that's why I'm not You're not going, Lisa. You're not going because Gary's going to ramble on about his apps. Yeah, Gary's got those driver utility helper. Is that what it's called? Driver utility helper app. I use that one a little bit. The other one I like quite a bit. It quit working or something. I guess my trial period ran out, but I like that one. Yeah, they're good. They're definitely good apps. They're worth downloading. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, which everybody here probably does, check out Middleton Technologies and check out his apps. He's got some over there that you may find of good use. Maximo. I remember Dub, but I couldn't remember Maximo, and that's the one I liked. I think DoorDash just crashed. I know, let's see, last week, what is today, Wednesday? Might have been over the weekend, it was crashing in my market. Like I said, Emily, my girlfriend, that DoorDash is her thing. She likes DoorDash, so if anything's going on DoorDash, she fills me in. And by the way, if anybody's wondering let's see if I can get it. If you're wondering what this is, right here, how come it's blurry, it's the top of the big monitor I got up here. I think that's about a 24-inch monitor, maybe a 26. I love it, though. So I can see really well on it. I can't wait to start doing some editing on some photos. I do little images or picture editing. I love doing that. And this ought to help a lot. I don't know if I like this new mouse for this wireless keyboard. I like my old mouse, but it won't. I ran out of ports, USB ports, and I'm just rambling. Maximo driver utility apps helper. Wait. 3 apps. Maximo driver utility helper and Flex Alert is my friend. I don't know what Flex Alert is. Is that for Amazon Flex? I'm assuming. I haven't heard about that one. But y'all check out those apps. You might get some good use out of them. They're definitely worth looking into. And they have a free, Gary puts on, I think it was a 15-day free trial or a 30-day free trial, something like that. But yeah, check it out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I think I've rambled on long enough about a little bit of nothing. Just remember, don't get upset because you get a bad rating. Just brush it off, move on. As long as you know you're doing the right thing, and that goes for everything in life. If you're doing the right thing, the heck with it. Do what you think is right. And keep smiling and keep dashing and dancing and prancing and doing whatever it is you want to do. The main thing is just keep doing something because you're going to grow old if you don't. And trust me, you don't want to do that. You're going to grow old and fat. I appreciate y'all coming by, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the evening, rest of the day, rest of tomorrow, whatever it is. I hope y'all enjoy it. And I really thank everybody for coming by. And that's all, folks. Who was that said that? Here I go again. Off on the tangent. Talking about cartoons earlier. All right. Y'all have a good one. I will see y'all soon. If y'all are going to St. Louis, I'll see you in person in St. Louis. I'll be there. Reservations are already made at the hotel. So y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.